Hartenstein's been dealing with a calf injury. Brown protects, and he has it blocked. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rejection.
They have Garza on Lou Dort to allow him to patch up with shooters.
Turnover.
Took advantage.
And Gilgeous-Alexander lays it in with a scoop to the hoop.
Advantage underneath. And there it is. Forced the turnover. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boston is 5 of 13 from the field. Holmgren rolling to the rim. Big finish.
Wow, look. Just a great pass. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander draws two defenders because of his greatness. And again, Chet Holmgren finishing strong.
Had a stop in Detroit and now finds himself back in Boston on a two-way contract. Recently, as you mentioned, scoring a career-high 22 points with 6 threes, doing it against his own brother, Dylan Harper, opening up minutes in the rotation. And with 3 open roster spots, guys, and Boston holding his rights as a restricted free agent this summer, Harper Jr. is putting himself in position to potentially turn that two-way into a full roster spot, guys.
In a game that he wasn't supposed to play, Jaylen Brown got tossed from the game in the second quarter. Williams is a hot shooter. His versatility has been on display, and he's producing. Caruso. Man, that one tickled the clouds. Into the trusted hands of SGA. Lines up a 3. On target.
It's only his 5th field goal attempt of the night.
SGA on the move. Swing it. Ball fake, Joe. That's a long 2-pointer. He's got it, and a foul.
Boston 25 and 3, Ian, when they make 16 or more threes, and they're halfway there right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And Sam Cassell just went over to Joe Mazzulla to remind him that Jaylen Brown was. Shot clock is down to 9. Backing in, Gilgeous-Alexander, fake on a double, rising up, and he hits. Gilgeous-Alexander, the cutter as well as so much attention given to SGA, it frees up others. And it will be Dort picking up the personal. SGA with the vision. What he did shooting the ball the other night is what grabbed the headlines.
Thanks for having me back. A little paid vacation there for me.
Stan, America has spoken. They said that was your best segment of the season. Cason Wallace gets inside and puts it down. Gilgeous-Alexander. Crowd anticipating. Fires and hits. An incredible streak puts SGA into the record books. 127 consecutive games, scoring at least 20 points as he passes the great Wilt Chamberlain. Now stands alone. Most consecutive games with 20 points or more. He owns the all-time record.
With Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's 20th point tonight, he has now scored 20 or more points in 127 consecutive games, passing Wilt Chamberlain for an NBA record that stood for over 63 years. Congratulations, Shai, on this historic achievement.
OKC is now 8 of 30 from three-point territory. That's 27%. Nice find, SGA.
Here's SGA just drawing on the second defender, finding Caruso.
Walsh trying to deny Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the timer. Ball fake, step through, kick, Williams, open, bingo.
What a play by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Watch SGA here. Gets Walsh up, easily could shoot that leaner, but finds a guy who is now 10 for 15 from 3.
Oklahoma City up to the task defensively against Jaylen Brown. The acceleration and the bucket for SGA. Wow. Presented by Wingstop.
There's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander using the rim.
Fake the handoff to McCain. Caruso gets it back for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hard drive. He just makes it look so easy. The Boston Celtics and the Oklahoma City Thunder tied at 87 with 8:25 remaining in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander, book it. Brown working against Dort. Brown blocked from behind Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's knocked over to Wallace. At Creighton, that's when you started to realize, oh, this guy might have something. He was the last pick of the first round in 2024. Gilgeous-Alexander wheels to the rim. Presented by Honda.
Another left-handed finish.
30 points for Jaylen Brown. Feed it. Mitchell pulls high. A three.
The only problem I have is you can call that on almost every screen, but you see how much.
Shot clock down to 8. Trying to create space. Step back, Jay. Yes. Wow. SGA.
Watch this going to the right. Much easier to go to the left. He does a great job of balancing up.
Gilgeous-Alexander one-on-one with Brown. He drives. He pulls up. He's got it. Was answered by Gilgeous-Alexander on the pull-up.
Look, Dednall looking behind his bench to see if he should challenge.
Mitchell tosses in Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 to shoot. One-on-one with Shireman. He drives. He pulls up. Oh, yeah!
If you can go down and tie it again here or even go ahead, you got to bring a second defender to the ball on him and make him pass the ball. Baylor Shireman working hard, but he's just able to create too much space there, and he's too automatic on that mid-range pull-up.
14 points for you in the fourth. 2 big free throws from Chet. How would you describe just your overall?
Why are you looking at me?
You're not happy about that celebration?
They're going to learn. That's all right. They'll get their consequences. Don't worry about it.
But Shai, look, I'm looking at your face. Let's just go to this history here. 127 straight games with 20 or more points. You broke a record that stood for 63 years. On the bench, you look contemplative.
Yeah.
What were you thinking as this crowd cheered you on?
All the records and accomplishments are great, but they don't matter if you don't win. And that's all that was on my mind. I was having a terrible game to that point. Didn't like how I started. I started sluggish. And I wanted to just focus on getting the car back on the road and making sure we walked out of here with a W. If we lost, I would have been pissed and would have gave the record for the W any day of the week. So I'm glad we won and I got the record.
I mean, the fact that you're saying that you had a terrible game, our Stan Van Gundy had to remind viewers that basketball is not this easy as you make it. Was there a time? Thank you, J-Dub. Was there a time where, you were able to really digest and reflect on how you've built such a consistent career so far?
Not really. I'm so focused on being in the moment, so focused on getting better, individually and as a group, and trying to reach my ultimate goals, which is hosting a trophy. That's the only thing that's on my mind. And I think because that's all I focus on, everything else takes care of itself. And I stack days, stack plays, stack wins, stack games. And I look up and I've accomplished a few things.
Right, so you do get the win. So you're happy, right?
I'm good. I'm happy. Yep.
Okay, and just describe how you guys performed in the clutch. As I mentioned, 14 points for you in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm just proud of the group. Through the ups and downs of the season, through guys being in, guys being out, sticky lineups, weird lineups, lineups we don't have really camaraderie with. We find a way to win. And that's what it's about. No matter what it takes, no matter who's in, who's out, what the game looks like, if it's ugly, if it's pretty, finding a way. And tonight we found a way again.
Shai, congrats on the win and for making history.
Appreciate it. Thank you.